at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So Nebraska's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got his man. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And how about the big boys up front, paving the way, creating an enormous hole to run through. And that wasn't even close. Like, 3rd and short, maybe you'll get it. No. Clearly got it. Clearly dominated the line of scrimmage.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. He could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So Illinois' offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man. It's Hines. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, the running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fuller. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Huskers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Hard running there. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got it in the middle. It's Bridges. Into the open. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Hauls it in. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab, it's Hines. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. That's caught. It's Hines. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks.
That's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Illinois.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he added the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick completion on the out. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Gashing the knee on the right. The 20. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Lost a throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Bridges. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Safe completion on the screen. He breaks the tackle.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They go to the draw. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
The Cornhuskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Illinois right back to the line. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They bring the punter onto the field now. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On the run, it's Fuller. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run it. Makes one man miss. Got enough for the 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. He'll try it again. Powers through the defender. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's complete to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing.
There he goes. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Sullivan. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. He's got him. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They've got the screen set up. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the lone running back.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offense...
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for space. It's Fuller. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make it?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Got the first down and more.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give and tick, 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 tick. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Touchdown, Huskers! Great job by the back on the option.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Illinois lining up quickly.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is...
Oh, he's got some space. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Illinois now staring at a third and short. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to test the right side with this one. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might as well stick with him. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Cornhuskers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia Southern is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Eagles all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 23 over Sam Houston. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Handoff to the lone back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.